I'm going to read you a short story called Job Interviews. It's out of the Happy Clown Burger collection. Job interviews. Rhonda Beach sat at a table in Happy Clown Burger. Erin, the manager, sat across from her looking over her job application. It says here you went to Golden Crown's Grillerversity and worked for Golden Crown for 8 years, starting as a cashier and working your way up to assistant manager. That's right, Rhonda said. Why did you leave them? Oh, I'm still managing a franchise in Green Bay, but I hate the commute. I see, Erin said. There are Golden Crowns here in town. Rhonda nodded and sipped at her complimentary coffee. I know, but let's just say I have some issues with some things going on in that company. They're discussing serving dolphin meat, and I've always had a soft spot for animals. I'm not sure if I can work for a company that even considers serving dolphin meat. Animals are so precious. What about cows? I love cows, said Rhonda with a wide smile. Why? What about cows? Erin shook her head and said, Never mind. Now, starting salary, it won't probably match what you're making now. Rhonda shrugged. And the position I'm hiring for is not management. You understand that, right? Sure. I gave you my copy of my diploma from Grillerversity. They don't just give those to any old moron, Understood, said Erin. She shook the other woman's hand and promised to keep in touch. The next applicant, a tall, bald black man, arrived wearing an expensive suit and tie, carrying a briefcase. How do you do? He asked Erin, and he sat down. My name is Willie Sweet. He opened his briefcase and passed over a crisp, neat resume printed on heavy stock, pearl in color. I think you'll see I'm quite qualified for the position you're offering. Erin looked over the resume and said, Yes, I see that. More than qualified. You went to Harvard? And it says here you're a lawyer and you're making over $150,000 a year? Willie smiled and bowed. Can I ask why the hell you want to work at Happy Clown Burger? Oh, I don't intend to give up my practice, said Willie. I would just like to work here part-time. It would help me with a case I'm putting together. I can't go into details. Why? Asked Erin with a giggle. Is someone about to sue us? I can't go into details, Willie said, his face abandoned of emotion. The position I'm offering is full-time, mornings and some weekends. Are you sure that will work for you? I'd rather be part-time, maybe Sunday afternoons, 4 hours or so. Erin shook her head and handed the pristine resume back. We'll be in touch. Willie stood and put a pair of sunglasses on. I doubt that statement will hold up in court, he said before leaving. Erin went behind the counter to refill her own coffee. As she returned to her table, a woman with wild red hair and large glasses stepped up to her and followed her close behind. I'm Angie Stone, said the woman. I'm here for a job. You're in luck, Erin said. We have an opening. I'm doing job interviews right now. Did you fill out an application? Erin sat down and Angie stood over her. She was dressed in a pink robe. Blue pajamas pants were visible beneath the robe. I don't want to do that. I'm afraid it's a requirement. I just want a job. Erin nodded and said, I need to know more about you. I'm Angie Stones. I live in an apartment with my cat. I like to watch Wheel of Fortune. My favorite flavor of ice cream is Butterbrickle. Can I have the job? Erin frowned and asked, Do you have any experience? In what, ma'am? Working in a fast food place? I don't work, said Angie. I never have. I don't like to work. How do you know you won't like to do something if you don't try it? You ever tried jumping off the U.S. Bank Center in Milwaukee? Well, I'm sure you know you wouldn't like it. Erin frowned. Why do you want the job if you don't like to work? Angie sighed. I just need to be able to tell the unemployment office that I asked you about a job and was refused. I didn't refuse. You don't even have an application. Okay, see ya, said Angie and made her way to the door. Erin folded her arms before her and buried her face. Someone said. She looked up to see a young woman sitting down with her. The woman had chestnut hair and dark brown eyes. She smiled a pleasant smile and wore a clean sweatshirt with University of Wisconsin printed on it. She handed over an application filled out in neat black letters. She said. Erin sipped from her coffee and read over the application. Veronica Costello, she said. Said Veronica. I see you have some experience working in Happy Clown Burger in Madison. Said Veronica. I'm good friends with the manager over there. Will he give you a good reference, do you think? Excellent, Erin said with a grin. I have to say I'm already really impressed, but I'll call him anyway. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Now, if I hire you, since you've had a lot of experience and some with Happy Clown Burger, I could probably pay you a little more than the starting wage. Maybe 30 cents over an hour? Erin grinned and said, That wouldn't upset you, would it? Good. Can I ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Erin smiled and put her hand out. Veronica shook it. I'd like to offer you the position, Erin said. You'll be perfect for manning our drive-through window.